We're not going to sit here and pretend that what happened on Saturday didn't happen. I'm not going to pretend what I saw on Saturday didn't happen. AEW is here. And from what I saw, man, it put a lot in me. And if you guys don't know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've been literally a wrestling fan since I was about 4 or 3 years old, give or take. My granddad is me watching wrestling. And throughout the years of wrestling, I've watched all of it: ECW, WCW, WWF, and so forth. What I saw with AEW, Double or Nothing, was incredible. The first thing I saw was there were wrestling fans. They were wrestling fans. I mean, literally, everyone that was in that crowd was into that show. It gave me the feels of the 80s, 90s, and so forth. It was just the fact that they were enthusiastic about what they were seeing. Another thing I liked about AEW's All or Nothing. But anyway, what I liked about it was that every wrestler that came out there was not cookie cutter, not sugar coated, any of that shit. They went out there and they performed. They did things. If you guys remember back in the day when you saw Roddy Piper or Paul Orndorff, or you saw all these wrestlers from back when, where it was not a bunch of people writing shit for them. They were coming out there and they was giving it all. Even in the Attitude Era, they were giving it all. You give me something to say, but I'm gonna, this what I liked. The matches, gold. Everything from the pre-show to the main shows, all of it. Everything was given to the fans. Um, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat nothing with Dustin Rhodes, I mean, and Cody. Yeah, I fucking cried because you could tell these guys were not only honoring their father, but they were also they just said, we're going to take it to that next level. Back in the day, you used to have where they had matches that told stories. This was no exception. This was one of those matches that told a story where you were invested in what happened. It really didn't matter who won because there was so much heart and soul that was in that match. Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, awesome. When John Moxley, I'm going to throw it on John Moxley, not Dean Ambrose, because that's where he started. John Moxley, he came out there and the fucking roof blew off the fucking building. And when you look at where that emphasis of what wrestling can and should be, and this is coming from, I'm subscribed to Impact Wrestling, formerly TNA Wrestling, whatnot. I'm subscribed to the NWA, and I'm subscribed to WWE. I'm not going to sit there and say that I am just in any wrestling company. I watch wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not going to be a mark for any other promotions or whatever. New Japan Wrestling, I love their product as well. I watch a little Defiant. I watch a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The Ring of Honor, all that. I say this because I grew up in that era where WWE at one point, or WWF back in the day, could be touched. It could be touched by another wrestling company. AEW, with that pay-per-view, touched a lot of wrestling fans. And it's no joke when it comes to this, because this is some serious stuff that's going to happen in wrestling. They already have a deal with TNT. And that's wow. TNT? Then WCW? Yeah, this is some shit. This is some wild shit. At the end of the day, this is some shit that wrestling fans need. This is some stuff that wrestling fans want. And it's no joke to sit there and say that AEW has arrived. It has. Because with all the talent they have, with the money, I'm not going to lie, a billionaire has invested its money into this company. Being well, I know with TNA, with Impact Wrestling, they had some kind of, and that's a kind of dichotomy about what AEW is and what TNA is. Hopefully, the prize will be that they grasp more what they can do with the talent as well as with what they do around with the fans. That being said, WWE is gold, but at the same time, you have to stand and wake up. Competition is what's needed in wrestling, and there's no joke about it. You have to have that competition to motivate you, as well as your writers, as well as the people around the show itself, to be able to do remarkable and incredible things. And with AEW and that pay-per-view, man, I'm telling you, bro, there's a lot of stuff. If you are even an inch of a wrestling fan, that is wow. What I saw for that pay-per-view is like something I haven't seen in a while. And that's something that hits you like just in, where you can say, wow, I'm a wrestling fan again. Or wow, I am getting back into the wrestling thing because AEW showed me that. It showed me the goofiness. It showed me the seriousness. It showed me all in all the entertainment as well as just the whole aspect of what professional wrestling. I know WWE, you might not want to hear that word, but it's wrestling, man. You get the entertainment out of it, but it's the end of the day, the core product of it is wrestling. And I salute the guys. I mean, I salute the Young Bucks. I salute Cody Rhodes. I salute Kenny Omega. I salute Chris Jericho. I salute Johnny Moxley. I salute all these guys that are putting themselves in there to make this happen. And it's a blessing to know that this is what's going to build wrestling marquee. It's going to bring wrestler fans who have probably been dormant from what wrestling is, bring them right back into the fold, and also make WWE stick that shot in the back to make them say, let's get this back on track. Let's go and get this competition going again. And like I said, I've done videos in the past where I've sit there and, even when TNA at one point went to Monday nights, I sat there and had high hopes for that. But this right here is some solid gold shit. You don't have 20,000 people in an arena. And these people are literally spending their hard-earned money. And you don't have people investing so much money into it to say, this is going to be the real. This is going to be our competition. This is going to be what we need to put out. But I'm sitting there saying a lot, but at the same time, I'm speaking some truths. The wrestling world as we know it, WWE is one thing. Don't get me wrong, WrestleMania is the pinnacle. But it needs competition. That's the only way it's going to survive when it comes to how wrestling is. This could be the boom. This could be the same thing that happened with the Monday Night Wars. We have to put in concept of what we see. And what I saw with that Double or Nothing, what I saw was people ready to put their ass out there and put on a fucking show and let people know this is wrestling. When people say, this is wrestling, this is wrestling, this is what wrestling is. But yeah, man, I sat there and saw that pay-per-view, and I have nothing but respect for everyone that was involved. But this is Jugget 82 saying I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. And yeah, man, AEW.